Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're recording this session for Guru Purnima and we have a very special guest with us today, and Swami Dayamritananda Puri. He's one of the Amma senior monastic disciples. He met Amma more than 37 years ago and now is the executive director of MA Center. Over the last 25 years, Swamiji has traveled extensively to different cities in the US, Canada, and South America, giving spiritual talks, counseling Amma Satsang members, and answering their questions. He holds an undergraduate degree in physics and master degree in film technology. I welcome Swamiji. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you so much for taking the time out to really record this special session with us today.
Yeah, thank you. It's my pleasure also.
Thank you. So Swamiji, so this is on Guru Purnima. So my very first question is, what is the significance of Guru Purnima?
Can I start with a prayer?
Yes. Yeah.
Om Dhyayamut Ulavaguntanavati Tejomayim Nashtigim Snigdha Pangavilokinim Bhagavatim Mandasmidash Sri Mukhim Valsalyamritavarshinim Sumadhuram Sankirtana Alapinim Shamangi Madhusekta Suktim Amridanandatmikam Ishwarim. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Purnima means, the full moon day, which is celebrated on the full moon day. And the Guru, as we know, the word Guru denotes a spiritual master. And Purnima means full moon day. And this was the day when Vyasa, also he's known as Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa, who had written the Mahabharata and Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. And also he had codified the Vedas, and he divided them into 4 parts, basing them on the characteristics, and then he taught these to his 4 chief disciples, Paila, Vaishampayana, Jaimini, and Sumantu. And so this day is to honor the day in which Veda Vyasa. Some people say that he was born on this day, and some people say that he had codified the Vedas during this time. So whatever it is, why we celebrate Guru Purnima is to signify the great relationship between the Guru and the disciple. And this is the day when all the disciples are supposed to worship the Guru. And in one sense, it's not like a Mother's Day or a Father's Day, which is which happens once a year, where you go and see your mother or father and wish them. But it is a day when we remember or remind ourselves that the Guru is nothing but the embodiment of the Supreme Consciousness. And the Guru is full, whole, and complete, and part of the Supreme Brahman, the Supreme Consciousness. And even though the Guru has embodied in the herself or himself in a human body, it's just to remind us of the fact that the Guru is beyond the body, and the Guru is the teaching itself, and Guru is the end goal. And so For a disciple, what happens is when we look at the Purnima, that is the full moon. The full moon happens every 28 days, right? And why is we call it as full moon is because that is the day when we see the moon as a whole. It's not that the moon is not whole the other times. It's because of the earth's shadow is cast upon the moon, so we cannot see the moon. So similarly, the disciple, because of his ignorance, he does not see the guru. Here I have to make a distinction here, that distinguish between an ordinary guru and a sadguru. A sadguru is a realized master, and so a guru means a sadguru who has realized his self, and we see that he's pervading, he's the pervading consciousness in everything, and in all beings, and in the disciple also, and he's part of the disciple, and understanding that and honoring this great relationship. So if you take the common relationships in this world, like for example between a father and a child, or a mother and a child, one of the most, we can say, out of all the relationships in this world, the most the sincere relationship, or the most purest form of relationship in the world, is between a mother and the child. And why we call it is pure is because the mother loves the child no matter what happens, whether the child is when he grows up to be a bad person or a good person, or grows to be famous or infamous. So the mother does not care. But in such worldly relationships, if there is so much purity and love, the purity and the love of the guru to the disciple cannot be described, because that goes way beyond the relationship between a mother and a child. In the mother and a child relationship, there is still some selfishness. So there is ego involved in it. So, for example, the mother may love her own child, but she does not love the neighbor's child or another child the same way she loves her child, because she has the feeling of mine. This is my child, so I love my child more. So, whereas for the guru does not have any boundaries. So love is not confined to I and mine. So the guru loves not only the disciple, but everybody in the same way. But the disciple does not understand it. So it is as a day of remembrance for us to understand this, to honor this, and to also make sure that the guru, even though he's in a body, he's beyond the body and he's beyond the mind. And as they say in one of the beautiful dohas, Kabir ji says, "Sat samandar ki masi karu, लिखने करूं बनराई, धरती का कागज करूं, गुरु गुण लिखिया न जाए." That means you make the ink of 7 seas or the oceans, and make a pen from all the trees in this world, and make the whole earth a writing page, and start writing the qualities of a Sadguru. Even those qualities will not finish, since they are so much in abundance. So such is the greatness of a a Sadguru, a realized master. So first of all, as I said, is to understand, to recognize this, and to understand for the disciple, it's not for the guru, because for the guru, every moment is like a Guru Purnima day. Because they live in the present, they live to the fullest extent, they are in the state of highest bliss, and that state cannot be changed by anything, anyone, or any object. So in that sense, why we celebrate Guru Purnima is for the disciple to just to have that reverence. And also the fact is, everything that the disciple does, from I can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't know. It went away. Okay, please continue, because it froze and then it went away.
That's I was thinking it froze, but I was not sure.
Yeah.
So I will start from I don't know where it went off, but you can edit it. So what I wanted to say was the moment I met Amma.
Yeah.
From the moment I met Amma, and I was least spiritual. I had no idea about spirituality, and also I had a misconception that spirituality means to show some magic tricks, and I thought all these kind of spiritual people were charlatans who were trying to make money and showing these cheap magic tricks, cheating people. And when I heard of Amma, I was under that impression. So I did not go to see Amma because of any spiritual objective, nor of any spiritual inclination or thirst, but I went to see her because I wanted to test her, who she is. So of course I failed in the test. I did not pass the test. So, but the reason was why later on I realized my whole journey to meet Amma, to be with Amma, and to continue on this path, on the spiritual path. And if I explain the whole thing, it will take so many days even to explain all those things. But I will say that. So the reason why I went to meet Amma was through her grace, and why I came to spirituality was through her grace, and why I'm sustaining on this path is purely of Amma's grace. And if I do something, also if I attain something, that is also thanks to Amma's grace. So when I met Amma, that is what the whole thing, and my life completely changed. And as you had read earlier, I was making movies at that time, and I did not want to be a Swami at that time. And if I had known, I would have even ran away. I would not have gone near Amma. So the reason why, as I said, is after meeting Amma, my whole life changed. And it was not like a spiritual revelation after meeting Amma, but seeing who she is as to the quality, the first and foremost quality. Even in Bhagavad Gita, it says that a great spiritual master who is realized does not differentiate between a human being, a cow, or an animal. And for them, everything, and even trees, and everything is equal for them. So this was the first quality that I saw in Amma.
Mm.
And the second thing is that immense love for each person, and anybody who came to Amma. It did not matter as we say, the Pashu Pakshi, or whether it is a human being. So she just had the same amount of love for everything, everybody. And that was what captured me, these two qualities of Amma that captured me immediately. So what I would say is to honor, that those such qualities of a Sadguru is so rare to see in this world. We cannot see in an ordinary human being, or in a ordinary guru, or who's not realized. So what happens is, so to even to, as I said, it is very difficult to understand a guru, such a great guru, without their grace.
Yes.
So it is thanks purely to Amma's grace that I could understand who she was, and I could feel that love, and to continue um, to meet her and slowly turn towards the spiritual path. And as I said, right now I'm continuing on the path because of her. So the Guru Purnima, as you said, is only to express our gratitude as a disciple, that we met the Guru. We could have gone and met so many fake gurus, or a person who is pretending to be a guru, and or different kinds of gurus. But the fact that I met a Sadguru, and the fact that I'm on the spiritual path, doing my spiritual practices every day, is because of her grace, and she's sustaining me as to who I am. So it's my gratitude, a day of expressing my gratitude. But it's not just a day, but every moment should be like a Guru Purnima.
Thank you. And Swamiji, what is it that we can do on Guru Purnima? So is any special practice, anything we can do? And how is Guru Purnima actually celebrated in, of course, Amrita Puri in India, and different ashrams around the world for Amma?
Okay, I'll start with that question, because that will lead to the other question as to what we can do on Guru Purnima day. Usually, what the disciples do is wash the Guru's feet, worship the Guru, and we do the Pada Puja, which means worship of the Guru's feet, and worship the Guru. And then the other thing that we also do is also, there is an association with this Chaturmasya, that is the 4 months, where we are practicing severe austerities during this time, the 4 months. And usually it's the rainy season in India, monsoon. So the sannyasis don't travel, and they remain in, traditionally, they don't travel, they remain in one place and do their spiritual practices. And at the end of the 4th month is this, usually the Guru Purnima day, that we offer our obeisance and the respect that we worship the Guru. And it's not enough to just wash the Guru's feet, that anybody can do that. Just go and wash the feet and drink a little bit of water from them. That's not the point of washing the feet. But the washing of the feet symbolizes certain things. And what happens is, washing of the feet means the feet is what sustains the whole human body, right? And we walk on the feet. We, it is because of the feet that we can move from one place to another. So the feet is what the whole support of the body. So the feet there symbolizes the where we stand upon. And where the Guru stands upon is not just merely the 2 foot, but it is the plane of the Supreme Consciousness. So it symbolizes that Supreme Consciousness where the Guru resides and where the Guru is always abiding in that state of Supreme Consciousness. So by worshipping the Guru's feet, it means worshipping the Supreme Consciousness. And what does worshipping the Supreme Consciousness mean? Is just not to talk about it.
Mm.
And everybody can say that, oh, you are Brahman, means the Supreme Consciousness. I am also Brahman, and everything is Brahman. And talk about it, discuss all these things, and go and then have lunch or breakfast or dinner, because that's also Brahman. So that is not the point. So it is to understand that the Guru resides in each and every being. For example, if I see you, and I should look at you as not as a woman or just as an object or a human being, but I should look at you as the embodiment of my Guru, which is a Supreme Consciousness. And you are sitting in front of me as my Guru, and I'm talking to you as my Guru, and I should show that respect to each and every being in this whole world. Otherwise, there is no meaning to it, just talking about it. And it doesn't matter as whether it's object or which is living, or it's insentient or not insentient. I would show the same amount of respect to everything in the world. So that's why in India, like we have in front of the house, we have a Tulsi plant, right? And we worship the Tulsi plant as we enter into the home. We pour some water to it, and that in that tradition that we have, it is embedded in that tradition to worship everything. We worship animals, we worship trees, we worship all the creatures. So that's why in the the Sanatana Dharma, everything has a place. And we worship, you can see that there is snakes with the gods and goddesses. Then there is tigers, there is their vehicles, different kinds of vehicles, and elephant. And then there is a elephant god, half human, half animal. And then we can say, like Hanuman, who's like a monkey, which is a representation of the monkey mind. And so in Sanatana Dharma, that's the whole purpose of having these different forms. But at the same time, what we have to understand is that everything is nothing but the reflection of that one Supreme Consciousness, which is has expressed itself in multiplicity. Just let me give you one example. The power or electricity comes into the room, right? And now it's manifesting through your computer, correct? And you can, as light, as sound, and as also, power. And then the other thing is, there will be air conditioning or heating, cooling. Then there is also other things like light and all these things. But what we have to understand is the same power that is coming through the computer, through the light bulb, and manifesting through the the speaker, and it is also that is coming through the other various apparatus, or you can say the instruments of manifestation. So you cannot say that if you ask this question, is the power that is coming through the computer different from the power that is coming through the light bulb? No, it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. So, but what makes the difference is that uh, the apparatus or the instrument of manifestation is different. And so that is what is different. So people always misunderstand that in Sanatana Dharma, there are 33 crores or like 330 million gods and goddesses. Right? So the essential principle that we hear, which is the Guru Tattwa that we call it, Guru Tattwa, the principle of Guru, is that what the Guru teaches us is that through all these beings, whether be, as I said, sentient or insentient, it is the same principle that is being manifested. So that's why we say Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. That is, Guru is indeed the, the Trinities, Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. So that includes all the deities. And the Guru is Sakshat Para Brahma, also the Supreme Consciousness. So the Guru is manifested through all these deities, and it is the Supreme Consciousness. So the principle of Guru is that it is the one and the same that has manifested as many. So worshipping all of them is not just one. Worshipping all of them and seeing that consciousness in each and every one is what is needed during Guru Purnima, and respecting that. So respecting that and understanding that. But in today's world, what we see is that when we see a person, what do you think about when we see that person? I'm not talking about spiritual people, but just ordinary people. When we see that person, we are thinking about what can we gain from them? Can we ask for a favor? Or if that person is, can we get emotional support, or or we can get something from that person? It's just about, we are thinking about our selfishness. We are always selfish in our relationships. We do not think about giving anything to that person, right? Or we do not think about what can we give to that person. But in the case of Amma, Amma, such a person, a great person. Amma always thinks only about giving. Yeah. What can I give? So unless and until you do not think about giving, you're not complete. You're not whole, because you're always lacking. And that's why Amma says, even in a relationship between a husband and a wife, they're like two beggars, because they are begging for each other's love, and they're asking for each other's love instead of giving. So only when we start giving that we can become complete. So this Guru Purnima day is to make us understand as to that we are not beggars. Yes. We are actually kings who have so many things to give. So what can we do on Guru Purnima day? So start something very simple, is just like a small step. Take a baby step. Think about giving to somebody. Think about Amma's life. Yeah. And what is she doing? She just sits and gives, like 724. And she only thinks about giving. So start from our family. What can we give to our family members instead of taking from them? Did we talk, did we talk to our children? Did we talk to our husband or wife? And did I get angry with them? Did I apologize to them if I got angry? And did I say a nice word to them? Did I appreciate them being in my life? So all these things we can think about and start doing just a small baby step, as I said, like expressing our gratitude and expressing our love to them, And as Amma says, if we do not have anything to give, at least we can give a smile.
Yes.
Or a kind word.
Yeah.
So we may not have anything. So that is what is the significance of Guru Purnima, to give and not to take. So that's where we can start. So this is the real worship of the Guru's feet. So usually you were asking the other question, what can we do in Guru Purnima day? This is what they do in all the ashrams. We celebrate, recognize Guru, and offer our gratitude to the Guru. And as I said, it's not just about receiving from the Guru, but it's also whatever we have received from Amma, whatever Amma has given us. We one of the things I can just say is Amma has given us, those people who have met Amma for a long time, Amma has hugged us so many times.
Yes.
Personally, Amma must have hugged me a million times.
Wow.
Or she has given me like 10,000 candies or chocolates, but I don't remember any of them. I remember a few scoldings from Amma.
Yeah.
So this is like the human mind. The mind always remembers only the harsh experiences that we got from that person or from the Guru. But we don't remember all the good things that we have received. Today, even my words, the words that I'm speaking today is coming only from Amma. Because I knew nothing about spirituality before I met her. So whatever I'm talking are Amma's words, and what has come from Amma only. And these are not my words, even though I can claim that, oh, it's mine. So the whole point here is to understand this and be grateful and give it to others. So give, if somebody, I don't want to say that we have to be prejudiced and just go on a campaign talking about Amma, but you can start saying a few things about Amma, talk to somebody or console somebody, do something good to others. So that's what you can do for Guru Purnima. And of course, during Guru Purnima day, we fast.
Okay.
So that is one thing, that it actually cleanses the body and also makes the mind pure, because you're not thinking about food, you're thinking about spiritual practices. And also, as a result of not eating much, you don't become so lethargic. So it helps to do more spiritual practices.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Swamiji. This was so enlightening. Thank you for taking the time out and joining us here today. And I'm very, very grateful. Thank you.
Do you have more questions or?
No, I think we've covered
everything, right?
I just pause the recording.